everybody, so today for you I have a Procreate tutorial and I'm going to be showing you how to use the selection tool and the Liquify tool and show you how I use it to help fix proportions in a face. So in this face I just have a quick sketch of a person, but something is not completely right about it. So one thing I see first is that this eye doesn't seem to be in the quite right spot. So I'm going to use the selection tool to move it. So we have a select tool and a move tool. So this little line right here is the selection tool. So there's different sections. There's automatic, freehand, rectangle, and ellipse that are options of different ways to use the selection tool. So automatic means if you touch something, it selects the whole line. Freehand means you can circle something and pick it yourself or pick a specific shape. Rectangle, it gives you a square, and ellipse gives you a circle. So I'm going to use freehand to pick the eye, to circle and select the eye. So I've circled it here, and then if I click this move button, I automatically get this eye to move isolated. So I'm going to adjust it a little bit, put it in a better spot that feels more accurate to where it should be. Just gonna scooch it just a little bit. We'll put it there. So now we have our eye adjusted and we've used the select tool. So if I wanted to maybe let's move the nose to the right a little bit. Another thing that I have, I can scooch it this way, maybe a little bit, but there's also an ability to rotate with this green line and circle. You can click it and rotate anything, any feature or any element you've selected. So I can take every single element I have and select them and isolate them and then move them, which is really helpful. So now looking at this, I feel I have more of a proportional face, but what if I would like to adjust the feature's size? I personally love to use the Liquify feature for that. So if there's a little magic wand icon right here, and if you tap it, you can go into the adjustments bar. So if you go all the way down, you can see Liquify. So Liquify has several helpful features. They have push, twirl right, twirl left, pinch, expand, crystals, edge, and reconstruct. So I love to use pinch and push and expand and pinch. So for push, for example, maybe I want to make her nose a little longer. I can push the whole thing down and move it that way. Or maybe I want to make her ears a little shorter, make this ear more proportional with the other ear. I can just use this easy feature to adjust that. So this feature is really helpful maybe to just adjust whatever you're drawing in the way you want it to go to be exactly what you want. So I'm just using this to adjust a few things. If I say I want to use expand and maybe I want to make her eyes a little bigger, I can just pick my size, which I'm going to find something that's similar to the size of her eyes, and I'm just going to go and press down on her eye. And her eyes are now bigger, which is really fun to use. I can now go in with my freehand selection tool and move them again if I want to, and just really personalize this to my personal preference and exactly what I want. And I am able to use the selection feature and the Liquify feature to do exactly that. And with the other Liquify features like pinch, I could make her lips smaller or her nose smaller. I could pretty much do whatever I want with these different features, and obviously her face changes completely whenever you start changing these things. So the other thing I wanted to tell you about in the Liquify feature is this reconstruct. And if you go into the reconstruct, you can basically go back to whatever you had before you started liquefying. So I can, where I just pinched her nose and it goes right back to normal. So I hope this tutorial was helpful for you in learning how to use the selection and the Liquify tool, and I will see you guys next time.